Hello and welcome to Toto TCG. You are here with me, Matthew, and we are back here with another Pokemon video on the channel, and you can see exactly what we're going to be taking a look at in today's video. I've managed to finally get myself another environmental set for the figures. We get a double pack featuring Pikachu and Caterpie as well, with I don't actually want to say this is a brand new environment, but it is a repainted environment of one that we had way at the beginning. So they've repainted this one, and also this was part of Wave 4, I believe, or Series 4, as it's saying here. And you can see some of the others on the back here. Some of these are like going to be exclusive figures for me as well. So I've not got a Krogunk, but I have got a Mudkip, as we know. We've got two. I've got a Larvitar, but I haven't got a Torkoal. And I don't have a Caterpie, but I do have multiple Pikachus. So what this basically does is it takes everything, I believe, from a mixture of set 1 and 2, I think, and it basically will respray them. So they've been repainted to be looking a bit different. So the cave, we had this with like a Zubat, I think, at some point, and then this one was like a swamp, but it was more green than this dark. So it's, yeah, a little bit different. But this one is a spring forest environment, but it definitely looks similar to like a blossom sort of tree. It's that sort of pink, like light pink, white sort of colour going on, which does look really cool, to be fair. I'm really excited because we get a Caterpie as well, which is the first sort of, any sort of evolution for Caterpie up to Butterfree. I don't think I've got a Butterfree. Don't think I have. I might... No, I do! Tell a lie, I do have a Butterfree. That's why that makes sense. Okay, so there's no Metapod, that's what's missing. But anyway, let's have a little look at this, because obviously you want to get this opened and see what this is like out of the box here. This is the same sort of like box, like this is like the select stuff as well, so this is where the big figures come into it as well. And then also, this is probably going to be from some time ago, because it is Series 4. I don't even think I've got any from Series 5 yet. Like, that's how far behind everything is. But if we have a little look at the battle figures. So this was basically during all the Paldean stuff. So we've got the Pawmi, we've got Lechonk. I don't think I've got Fido or Poliwag. There's the Butterfree, so yes, we do have that. We've got all of these, we've opened that, and also the Tyranitar as well. So yeah, it is from a couple of waves or series ago at least. And everything in here is then secured with all the little plasticky bits here. So I'm just going to snippet those away here, just to get into this. Hopefully all of that will fall apart. There we go, there's our two figures. So let's see if we can get Pikachu out here. Just pop that in there we go. There's the Pikachu. I definitely think we've got that Pikachu, if not multiple already. So it's not a new figure for us, but it's the Caterpie that I'm excited for. Oh, that's cool. And this is the thing. Like some of the Pokemon, like I think when I mentioned about like Poliwag, that one had its own Pokeball thing, which is like the plastic Pokeball. It's like a clip and go thing, so you can clip it onto your belt and that sort of thing. I've never got any of those because I've got nowhere to store the little balls, basically, the Pokeballs. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but when things happen like this, where they basically give you them, then that's great. Now this should just come out, just one whole piece. There we go, nice. That saves us any issues here. And there we go, you can see the display all in action here. So it does look very similar to the other one, and we do actually have that one for comparison as well. But you can see the tree itself it's probably a different shade. Actually, you know what? Let's get the the older one in here, so we can have a little look side by side here. So excuse the amount of Pokemon on this, because it's currently on display at the moment, but this is the potential of what you can do with these little displays, allowing you to add different Pokemon into different areas, and we can do the exact same thing with the Pikachu at the top, Caterpie even here if we wanted to, or at the bottom as it was displayed. Pikachu can go on here. I have also managed to get Apom. I've not got it on here at the moment, but I've managed to get Apom to... You can just about get its tail to sort of go inside one of the trees, so I can hang it upside down. So I've managed to do that, but every now and again it does fall out. So if I just take everything off of both of these for a second, you can definitely see the differences here. But obviously it's the same sculpted plastic. Everything is the same. There's no additional branches or anything like that. It's all the same. But you can see the trunk is a different shade of brown. We've got a darker chocolate brown, and we've got like a dark chocolate and a light chocolate brown. That's the best way to describe it. The bush actually here has got little splodges here, those little red dots there, whereas this is just green bush, shrub. But this has got more texture, whereas this one looks more textured. They both feel the same, but this one definitely doesn't have the same sort of texturing as this. You can see on the base as well with those little leaves and everything, they're all different positions and everything like that, but the splodge in the middle is pretty much the same. The rock around the side, different shade of grey. You can see that is a slightly different shade of grey. The base as well is slightly different. You can see actually a two-tone base going on there, which I've never noticed before, but that makes sense when you look at it from the front with the two different pieces and everything. On the back as well, we've got the nice little brown shading on this one. This one's obviously got the sort of light pink splodges on top of that like whitey pink going on there. So, but it definitely gives me like a cherry blossom sort of vibe, whereas this is obviously quite regular sort of forest, basically. But yeah, we get the exact same one, and that's what basically would have happened with these other ones here, with the volcanic cave and the swampy jungle. I love how they've got different names as well. But I'm hoping we can maybe find these at some point. They're quite hard to come by. They're never normally out available on retail or anything like that. You can't get them in shops. I've normally only ever got these online, and they're overpriced basically because they are. So this one wasn't, thankfully. This one was actually on sale, which is why I've picked it up. Especially because it's just a recoloring. But we do get that Caterpie, which, by the way, we have to have a little look at. He does come with a little base, which you can take him off the base as well if you want to. But he is straight away on that base there. And there he is right there. Looking pretty awesome. Very, very cool. Can't really see any... Ooh, apart from me dropping him. Can't really see any sort of splodges with the paint or anything like that. It looks very clean, very precise. Yeah, pretty awesome. Love that. And of course we do have the regular Pikachu as well, which is... we've got loads. We've got loads of that Pikachu. It's probably... The tail seems a bit more sturdier on this one. Every now and again these tails can be quite flimsy, which is why I don't really like to hold them by the tail sometimes, because they can be quite sort of flimsy. None of them are broken on me, which is good, but they always just seem as if they shouldn't be held there. But this one seems quite sort of rigid, and the Pokemon itself seems all good. But yeah, there we go. There is our opening of our newest, basically our newest environmental set, the Spring Forest. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully we'll get some other ones. I know there is a Series 3 as well. There's a couple that I really want to get, because there's one that has like it's on a street and there's a lamp, and I think it's like a Magnemite and a Trubbish, something like that. We've not got either of those, so that's what I'm looking for. But there's plenty of them, and I'm pretty sure they're going to continue to bring them out as well. So when we get them, we will be showing them off, don't you worry. But I will leave it here for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Getting mixed up in my words then. And yeah, we'll be back on the channel very soon with some other new bits and pieces. So until then, I'll catch you in the next one.